What's going on with you right now? Well, obviously you're watching this video, but beyond that, what's going on in your life? Maybe not so much, maybe a lot. If your household is anything like mine just before dinner time, one person may be in one room checking their email, another in a different room on Facebook, and still another checking on his fantasy sports team. That would be me. Technology has made it more and more challenging to make real connections, even in the sanctity of our own homes. Do you look at the bottom of your screen and see several internet pages still open? Are they tasks you are waiting on dealing with? Do you ever feel like you have all the information in the world at your fingertips, but as the Irish band U2 wrote, you still haven't found what you were looking for? If you feel this way, you may feel alone, but you aren't. I find the term virtual reality odd. Technology can simulate lots of things, but it can't replace the feelings we have when we interact directly with others. In the last years, technology has led us to look more and more into screens of computers instead of the faces of other people. We communicate faster and through more avenues, but with less depth and meaning. We have become more busy, but less fulfilled. William Temple was the Archbishop of Canterbury in the last century. He once said, "Christianity is the most materialistic of religions." I found a website that offered the following quotes as similar. One said that the whole point of Christianity is that everyone in the world, from Charles Manson to Mother Teresa, deserves to go to hell. Voltaire wrote, "Christianity is the most ridiculous, the most absurd and bloody religion that has ever infected the world." Christianity certainly has a past for which we need to repent, and more importantly, that cautions us to be vigilant in recognizing the subtle ways we can be drawn into the jingoism of a bellicose church-state partnership. But both quotations miss the deep meaning which Temple sought to convey. Christianity is the most materialistic of religions because it claims that God cares enough about the world to experience what we experience, to know what it feels like to be lonely and friendless and abandoned, to know self-doubt, being stuck and not having the answers, to know what it feels like to need to be accepted just as we are, to know the void of grief and the sting of injustice, to know the dull but unrelenting sense that there must be more to life. Christianity is materialistic because we believe the Word became flesh in Jesus, who knew the sufferings of our human condition, and in so doing, drew the divine to the human. Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote, "In the mud and scum of things, there always something sings." The central story of our faith doesn't end on a cross. It takes us to an empty tomb where death was robbed of its power. We sing even at the gate of death, buoyed by a force so lofty that only hearts can embrace it. The Word continues to be enfleshed in those people and those communities that strive to live into the fullness of life that is intended for us by our loving God, as manifested in the life and teachings of Jesus. And the church is that place where we seek to take that Spirit that became flesh and then let it live between us, in, through, and among us in relationships made sacred and new. It's not easy work, but when mindfully done, it's the most important and fulfilling work we do. It's the work that empowers us to be the force that transforms the world in Lafayette and far beyond. If you are a seeker, if you are a dreamer, I invite you to join us into living into that vision. And whether you find your way here or not, I hope you find what you are looking for. I hope you find a community that will help nurture you into realizing the unique and beautiful child of God that you are. My name is John Sutton. I welcome you to St. Anselm's. God bless you.